Hey, this is Holly. I'm going to show you in this video how to create accounts for your kids for the Hour of Code if you're inclined to do so. It's not required. They can still access and experience the Hour of Code week without having an account, but if you want to record their progress, this is probably the best way to do it. So you'll want to make sure you go to the correct website. It's code.org, and then click up here in the corner, click Sign In. If you have already created an account, you will just enter your account information here. You can see I'm popping up there already. If you have not, you can click Sign Up, and I'll show you what that looks like actually. And then Teacher Sign Up. And you'll have to complete this information and you'll have an account. It's very simple and quick. So when you log in, you will need to make sure you have an email and a password, but your students will not, which is nice. You'll see when you log in you have several options here on your main screen. The student accounts in progress is where this video is going to focus. So click on student accounts in progress. It's the image with the little chart here. And you'll see I've already created some sections. A section is just a class. So if you have a morning group and an afternoon group, you might want to have two. If you have just one, you're self-contained, you have one group of kiddos all day long, then one class is plenty. We'll call this, we'll do another third grade class, but we'll call it part 2. All right, so you'll see I clicked new section, I entered the section title, and now I have to choose a login type. If you scroll down on this page, it gives you a little bit more information about what those login types actually are. It's basically the kid's password. So when they log in, they're either going to choose a picture for their password, they're going to type some words as their password, or they're going to enter an email. I wouldn't recommend using their email because that's a lot for you to keep track of. They do have them available through Gaggle, but if you haven't used Gaggle yet, it may be a bigger endeavor than you are interested in doing for next week. So for this class, we're going to go ahead and use, we'll try the picture. Okay, and it doesn't matter. I mean, it's they either get a picture or they get some words. So they're just going to have to either type or click. It's up to you how you want to have that work for them. Okay, so then I clicked a grade, and then I'm going to choose a course. Course 1 is the very, very beginner course. It doesn't have a whole lot of reading involved, so it's really good for your primary students or low readers. Then course 2 is probably where I would recommend you start for maybe the older grades, either slightly more advanced 3rd grade or 4th or 5th for sure. I think they could handle that. Course 1 we worked on at Davis with, I believe, 1st graders, and they were just fine. So if that gives you any gauge of about where your kids would fall, those are probably the 2 I would recommend. Now they do have Frozen that you can assign to your kiddos, and that's from the Frozen movie, the Disney movie, you know, Anna and Elsa. I'm sure you know who those people are because your kids probably are crazy for them. But you can assign that to them. I'm not sure I would recommend it. We can give you the link and you can send those kiddos there to do that on their own, but it's not a great starting place. It's kind of more of a secondary activity. So for this group, I'm going to choose course 1 and click Save. And you'll see it's generated a random number of letters that is our section code. Okay, so once we have finished that, you can come over here and click on the section title, 3rd grade class 2. And you'll see I don't have any students. So I can go in and add students. I'm going to add them one at a time, but you can also add more than one at a time if you'd like. You would just type in their names and then hit done. I'm going to just type it in down here though. Okay, so we'll make me a student in my own class here. And this is 3rd grade, so they'll be like age 9, I'm female, and save. And so I'll show you, the secret is their password. I chose pictures, so you can see my password here is like a little monster guy. And so when I log in as Holly Kitson, the student, I'm going to have to make sure that I choose the little monster guy to get to the right place. What's cool, and I'll actually let's add another. Oh, I guess we'll type it up here. Okay. Um, who else? Who else? Who else? President Obama is apparently in my third grade class. Okay. He can be 10. Use mail. We'll save. So, and there's his secret. I just had to click on reveal the secret. And that in case they get confused when they're logging in, you can go in and look on your end and figure out what their password really is. So now that I have a couple of students in here, I want you to look at this print out cards with your students' login information down here at the bottom. If I click that, I'll get a page I can just print, and I can cut these out and give them to the kids, and they can basically take it from there. It has the URL they need to go to log into your specific class. It has their name and their password. If you chose words, then this would be a series of words rather than a picture. Okay, so that's really all for now that I'm going to show you on the teacher end. I'm going to make a quick video of how the students log in, and then I'm going to come back and show you what it looks like when students have made progress.